stay chic. Be everything that you know you can be. Oh yeah, you gotta stay funky, gotta stay chic. Be everything that you know you can be.
We back and we outside. What's up, family? A lot has happened since the last time we were together, and things are still going on all around the world. But what we are doing is we're keeping it funky and we're keeping it chic. It's so good to be back with you. Season 3. We still talking about what matters, being human, being the best you can be, living a life that serves your highest good. Today's episode is about friendships, the mirror of friendships, the benefit of friendships, bridges and bonding, how friends reveal who you are. I just want to speak to a certain group right now. Friends in the big old age of 40s and 50s, friendship feels different. Your circles get smaller, your standards get higher, and your tolerance for surface level connection goes way down. You're not interested in chasing people anymore. You start to crave friends who feel safe, grounded, and real. And so I've got a guest with me today, Dr. Wallace Henry. He's in the show. We hung out in D.C. and taped while we was outside. And here you go.
Ooh, so funky, so chic. Time for season 3. Hope you're ready.
I'm so excited to finally sit down and talk with you, Henry. We've been trying to do this for some time, and now that we're in finally season 3 of Funky But Chic with Sir Wall. We made it through 2 seasons. Again, the podcast is about being human, and on the first season, I was a little personal and intimate with revealing some of my own challenges. I feel like if I can do that, I can empower other people to see themselves through me, through my transparency. Season 2, we elevated it slightly, but still talked about making the necessary adjustments of who you are, aligning yourself with yourself, your dreams, your visions, your purpose, your call in life, and having the courage to pursue it, having the courage to pivot as you need to, but more importantly, unleashing the power that is you. Whatever that is for the world, whatever that is for your community or your family, finding you there. And season 3 and on, is going to serve that same purpose. But I wanted to start this particular episode off with talking about the value of friendships. I was just thinking about, out of all the relationships we have in life, romantic, professional, and otherwise, there is always an element of friendship that we always return to, that holds us up, that takes us in, that coddles us, that advises us, sometimes that stresses us, but we always return to that. So I wanted to put a spin on it, like friendship is the gateway to self-discovery in a sense, because it's through the interactions of friendship that you determine who you are, what you like, the kind of people you want to be around. And so I wanted to talk to you about that.
Gotta stay funky, gotta stay chic.
I'm really glad. People don't know, but we went to elementary school together.
Yes.
We go back.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
All the way to at least 8th grade.
Yeah. So it's interesting to talk about like the value of friendship having, what is it now? 40 plus years maybe?
40 plus.
It's like 30. Let's drop it down. Look,
No,
30
it's more
plus.
than that. It's more than that. Yes.
And so as life does, we separated because we went different directions in the last years of school and higher education and our careers. And then about 3 years ago, we reconnected. And been just pushing at, finding, I think when I reconnected with you, my time was my time, your time was your time. But I was always intentional about finding time for us to connect.
Yes.
And not being deterred by all the things we have going on, because that's just life.
Yeah.
We had spent 25 years apart, and now to come in and pick back up. But this also feeds into kind of the vibe and the nuance of this podcast. So catch me up and catch our folks up out there on who you are now, and let's get into this discussion.
Well, I am first excited and honored to be here with you on this platform. I'm so proud of all that you have done and become.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm glad to be able to sit here with you, not just as a guest, but as a friend.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I'm Wallace Raphael Henry III.
Raphael.
Have done a lot of education. So I'm doctor in special education.
Nice.
I'm currently a senior pastor at Inner Light Ministries, UCC. Hands in a lot of different things, do advocacy work for my vitiligo skin condition. But at a great place in my life for this conversation.
Good.
Just because of how things have transitioned and how now I kind of sit at this reflective space at 56 where I'm evaluating a lot of things in my life, and friendships has been one of those major things that I've been looking at and working on intentionally this past year in a new way.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's me.
I love that.
From experts to enthusiasts, Funky but Chic with Sir Wall is the podcast for you. Subscribe and join the community.
I love that you said that. It grabbed me when you said to be in this conversation right now, because my prayer is always that the content we share with our listeners resonates when they hear it, but also that there are insights, wisdoms, antidotes that whenever somebody encounters the show, whether when it is freshly released and broadcasted or months or even years, that it finds a place in their heart. And that's why I feel like centering around the content around being human, the essence of who we are as we are, never gets old.
No.
And it never gets tired, because we're ever growing and always evolving. New people are coming into old experiences, and old experiences are coming to new people. All those kinds of, it's a circle.
Yes.
And so, again, the essence of this is talking about in that circle, what roles friendships have played in who we are. And I feel like ideally our friendships and any really social relationship should be a mirror. There should be a mirror of reflection of likeness.
Yes.
Alignment, and even contrast on where I should be and aspire to go. Meaning I should be able to find myself challenged by the things a friend is doing, not jealous, not envious.
Exactly.
Challenged to say, oh, maybe I should step my game up, and also finding them empathy if I'm not so slick on my game, that they're still supportive of me, but still pushing me in a way that it grows me and expands me. I remember coming up, my father, he said this, and it made no sense at the time. He always used to say, people are not your friend. They may be associates. I was a youngster. I thought everybody that giggled and laughed and played and hung out with me was a friend.
Yeah.
You know, and that was the word, because, you know, at that time, not mature enough or even emotionally mature enough to identify associates, you know, connections, all the different levels of friendship or engagement or social engagement. But I always said friend. But as I got older, I realized that is a term we use so freely. We use in the moment. But people are not always our friends or beneficial to our life. They make an impact. They may serve an immediate purpose, short term or maybe long term. But there is something to those that go the distance, and with that journey, they bring you into places of elevation, discovery. What's important for me for friendship is that it's peaceful, it's aligned, I'm understood, I'm embraced.
Yes.
I had someone I know to tell me one time, well, you know, you're pretty peculiar. What did they say? A conundrum is what they called me. Because it was like, well, people don't know how to approach you and da-da-da-da. I said, the right people do.
Exactly.
I'm not adjusting so you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, it's you. It's not me. So what's your take on that? What's your take on the value of friendships, the level of friendships? You know, there are all kinds of friendships. Nowadays are friends with benefits.
All kinds.
But I think whatever you establish with your friendship be yours. It should be yours. It should be intimate. But give me your take on how friendships benefit us. What role they play, and how we should serve friendships in our lives.
Well, let me go back to when we first reconnected. Because we had been apart for so long, like you said, since junior high school.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Now we are 50 plus, matured, have had all types of different types of friendships and relationships. And so when we reconnected, there was this sense of at homeness. And I think
I like it.
At this stage in life,
yeah,
where you don't always want to have to re-explain yourself, and being able to sit across a table and be like, even if you weren't there for all of them, you were there for quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Those experiences that I don't have to explain.
Yes.
Who I am. And you can sit and it's a comfort. It's a comfort, it's a peace.
Yeah.
And it's a connection. It's just it I want to say that it grounded me in a way, and it felt like it pushed me into that next phase, because over the 2 years afterwards, just looking at different experiences I had with friendships, and so I've always have made friendships almost even closer than family many times. Mm-hmm. And so my friends had became my family.
Yes.
And so that whole value of who they are, and I think as a young person, I was still trying to be liked and still trying to so a lot of the experiences were either around school or around being liked or events.
Okay.
But as we age and you have the opportunity to understand the choice of what a friend is, mm-hmm. Then the value of it changes, because I'm looking for someone that I can have a reciprocal relationship with, where it's not just one way. Because a lot of times, if you are a giver on a professional end, your relationships sometimes are imbalanced because you are always seeking to help, and so you get in these situations. And I found myself with some remnants of friends where that was and I looked at it, it's like, well, when was the last time that you gave even a moment of grace or a moment of empathy if I'm going through something? And so when you're going through something in life, those friends are those people that can pick you up, that you can talk to, and sometimes that can correct you if you need to be checked.
Absolutely.
And so now I don't use the term like I used to.
Yeah.
And so I am more using associates if you're in this outer peripheral.
Yes.
Because we may associate and we may have been friends at one point.
Yeah.
But then our lives went a different direction. So now we're just associated. Yeah. Which means we can talk occasionally and it's fine.
Yeah. Or not at all.
Or not at all. And then there's some friends that you don't talk to for months and years. Yeah. And you click right back in with.
Yeah.
And so the value, I think, changed because of how I valued me and how I valued my time.
Yes.
And how I wanted to be a benefit and also to be seen, heard, understood, and have a moment where I can just be me. Because living in most circles where you are very, you're known and you're held in certain esteem as a pastor and as a school administrator, everyone's coming to you, and there has to be a place where it can just be Wallace, not Dr. Wallace. It can just be Wallace.
And
can I just be Wallace in this moment?
And I think that's underrated, Wallace. I think at the end of the day, you said it, and when you said it, it was almost like a weight lifted. It was like, well, I can just be me. Yeah. Like, I look at the life I've lived in entertainment and always a public platform, always before people in some way presenting, responsible for an atmospheric impact at events and things like that. And it's cool because I accept who I am, who I was created to be, and all the goodness, the stuff that makes me funky and chic.
That's right.
But I like to just...
Here we go, mate. It's the art of staying funky and the odds of staying chic. With Sir Wall. Yeah.
I like to sit my black ass down and not have to explain or be told or keep up with stuff. You know, as a Scorpio, I really lean into the fact that I can be a loner or small talk irritates me. And a lot of times, as you were talking, I think about the friendships I've had over the years, and sometimes history doesn't guarantee a future. You know, you know people for a long time, but I'm not the same person I was a year ago.
Yeah. Much
less 3 or 5. In some cases, not even last week. You know, because I'm always shifting and evolving as things are presented in life. And what I want people to understand that it's okay when you feel those moments of shift and a need to level up, because sometimes you get stuck in friendships, like people get stuck in relationships, like toxic or trauma bonded friendships. I met you when I was struggling, or I met you when I was trying to come over the hump, but I don't come over the hump and you still praying.
And you talked about that awareness of where you are.
Yes.
And that is so important, because you got to look sometimes to say either to give yourself credit for changes that you've made,
yes,
or the conflicts in your relationship,
yes,
where the frustration is pushing you,
yes,
to a new decision,
yes,
to look at it differently,
yes, sir,
to respond differently, because
absolutely,
it may be you saying, hey, I need more. This is not giving me more, and you know we gotta stomp our toes sometime before we move.
Yeah. We got to keep going back for that same trifling behavior,
right?
Or misalignment, and you know what? Another thing, a lot of times, I think the culture's gotten to a place where it's got to be tragic before you make a move. I think you should be able to make a move out of a position of strength. We shouldn't have to have a breakdown or loss before we decide either this no longer aligns with me, I'm no longer interested in this, or I'm going to do something different. And we find ourselves binding ourselves to friendships and to people and ideas that we don't even believe. And I think what has helped me be intentional is I focus on me.
Yes.
Like, I like me. I like spending time with me. I like all the things about me that are me. All I ever want to be is all that I am. I mean, period. And so when I got to the place where I was accepting me as I am, not the things I want to be in the future, because, you know, people are like, the future me says it. Yeah, the future me wants to drop 75 pounds. The future me wants to bring back some more life into the 60-year-old body almost. In time, it will.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't need to like me in 7 months. 7 months. Right, I rock with me now.
Right now.
And so what I'm doing with that, if I'm aware of me, I need somebody who is equally aware of themselves. And then in our awareness and our intentionality, that we're able to find mutual relations and contact and interest and pursuits and align ourselves and not compromise or not be after what you have or you could get or where you can get me. You know, ego fucks me up. I get it, and there's some strength in a balanced ego, but a lot of people are just so consumed with the things of their own lives, they don't let people in, but they complain when people are not there for them.
Right.
And so over time, just for me, my friendships have now changed. I recently lost a childhood friend in January of this year, Dana, who died early this year, and I knew her for 40-something years, like consistently. There were breaks in time for work, personal growth, family growth, all those things, but we stayed connected, and I thought it was beautiful, and I never took it for granted, but I realized after her death how really beautiful it is to still be able to find like-mindedness, interest, camaraderie, fellowship with a friend. And some of us have it, some of us don't. Some of us are loyal to friendships because we just don't want to change, and we don't know how to change, we don't need to change. Whatever the case is for you, live what's best for you, whatever your highest good is. But I believe there is an intrinsic value to wholesome, healthy, balanced, nurturing friendships that make you the person you are. So you're a better person.
Yes.
You're a better friend.
Yep.
You're a better collaborator.
Yes.
You're a better co-worker. You're better serving your community. You're a better lover.
Yes.
You know, I think that friendships, because they're such a constant, They should be things that bring us to a place of awareness and value in what we do. And we should be able to live out in the strength of whatever friendship brings. If you got a shitty friendship and you tolerate it, you're going to be shitty somewhere along the way.
Yep.
And that's not going to align with me. Doesn't mean I'm better. And that's what we need to see. Alignment, camaraderie, like-mindedness. Those are decisions. And I've spent a long time just being nice.
Yeah.
Hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find my worth in it.
Holding it together.
Trying to prove myself for people who could give two flying fucks.
Yep.
Unless it was something they needed.
Mm-hmm.
And so, those are things that brought me to this place. Tell me some things about friendships for you over the years that you're here now that have helped sustain you, elevate you, motivate you, move you forward. And what kind of value do you place in those relationships now?
Now, over the last year, I started therapy, which has been a wonderful thing.
How about that?
Just to organize and to have a space, a safe space to talk through where I'm at. And I went looking to activate the tools and to all of those things.
Okay.
And so one of the things that we tackled were relationships. And so it brings me back to boundaries, because that was one of the things when it came up, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And as I looked across my life and my circles, that was something that was a challenge, because okay, what type of boundary do I have for my friendships, where I have allowed it to move to this place of imbalance,
Kind of overreach. Overreach, and that has been a constant theme, where it's like, well, I'm looking at I settled in a place where it was okay, and made it okay for them to continue to be ragged, to continue to be the takers, because you the store. I came in to get stuff from you. Okay. And I'm not even giving you cash. I'm just coming stealing this is
from
a barter,
you.
and I'm just taking off the
it's
shelf.
Not even good barter. But
I'm just taking from you.
Right. But when I think about the friendships that have been lasting, those are the ones. And I have a really good friend that we talk daily, and we have pushed each other throughout our careers.
Nice.
She's pulled me along, and I pulled her along, and we have open conversation. We have just about life and about where we're going in our career, and just support. And so, and I can pull her curtail like she pulls mine, and say, hey, what are you doing here? Or why are you operating like this?
Yes.
And we have kept each other balanced in terms of direction. And I always tell so often just how much I appreciate the space that we have, that is honest.
I like it.
Non-judgmental. And then as I looked at that and compared others, I was like, okay, you have to allow yourself to have new experiences with new people. And it's not necessarily that I threw away, and some people will move away, and then we go running. But then other people, and we have to look at when people move out of our lives, they're moving out for a reason. And it's changing, and it's okay, because you don't lose who you are.
It really is okay.
It is.
And we can't see it as something we didn't do or contribute.
Exactly.
That we're less than. What I've learned more than not, and I have learned and embraced it, when people decide that they can leave you and drop you, let them.
And there you have it, folks. We had so much to share hanging out in the DMV. So Dr. Wallace Henry is back next week for part 2. We've got more to share with you about, finding the mirror in friendship, the reflection, Those things that make you feel safe, make you feel whole, that lift you, to affirm you, bring you strength. Not no drama, not chasing, trying to figure out uncertainty, iffy. Nah, we not doing none of that these days. It's more to come. Y'all, please stay funky and stay chic.
New episodes drops every Monday. Subscribe today. For bite-sized insights, big ideas, subscribe now.
To be seen, to be cool, let the world know it's you. To be seen, to be loved, never low, rise above.
Yo, dig this cosmic grooviness, baby. Settle into the space within you where wonder meets heart. Breathe in the vastness, exhale the noise, and invite the quiet stars to listen. I am a constellation of countless moments, and the people I touch are the signs that trace my light. In every friendship's orbit, I learn where I truly belong. I open my ears to the music of shared laughter, honest silence, and gentle truth. In listening, I discover the map of my own character. I honor the bridges I build, small, steady, and radiant. Each connection is a beam of awareness that helps me see my own shape in the night sky. I release the need to fit into a mold. My authentic self shines when I welcome friends as mirrors, reflecting both my strength and my shadows with kindness. I cultivate curiosity about others and compassion for myself. Through curiosity, I grow. Through compassion, I heal. Through growth, I become more real. When friendship challenges me, I choose curiosity over defensiveness. I ask, what is this moment revealing about me that I might otherwise overlook? I trust that the right souls travel at the right pace. Some align closely, some drift like comets, yet all contribute to the mosaic of who I'm becoming. I speak my truth with grace, and I listen with awe. In honest conversation, I unearth my values and proclaim them through my actions. I celebrate the resilience of bonds that endure distance and time. Faithful bridges remind me that I am seen, chosen, and worthy of love. I release what no longer serves the harmony of my life. Judgments, comparisons, and masks. I am free to be imperfectly radiant. I invite wonder into everyday moments, a shared joke, a quiet coffee, a reassuring presence. These sparks illuminate my inner cosmos. As I walk the bridges of bonding, I awaken to the realization that others reveal who I am by how I treat them, how I listen, and how I love. With every breath, I align with the truth that friendship is a mirror and a door. A mirror that reflects my true self, and a door that invites me to become more of who I'm meant to be. I step forward with gratitude, curiosity, and courage. The galaxies within me glow brighter as I nurture friendships that reflect my most authentic self. And so it is. I am a radiant being, measured not by solitude, but by the luminous connections I nurture, the empathy I extend, and the love I allow to bloom across the bridges of bonding.